Alright, what is up, everybody? We are back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys are having a good one. Today, we're back with something I haven't done in a very long time. Everyday evals. It's something I did like once in a while, just if I wanted to talk about a specific player, go through some of their seasons and games and stuff like that. Today, we're bringing it back before the season starts, doing a couple of these, and today's one is on Keyonte George. If you watch the channel and see some of the things, every time I talk about the Jazz, you know that I'm a big Keyonte George guy, and I really do believe he has a lot of potential. It could be a centerpiece of the Utah Jazz. But today, I'm gonna really dive into it, see some of the things, and show you some of the things that I think can make Keyonte George one of these centerpieces of the Jazz and a really good player in the future. And funny enough, I actually have a Utah Jazz shirt on. No, I'm not a Utah Jazz fan, I just have this. And how fitting of the theme it is. So we're gonna get into that here in today's video. Thank you guys for the views on the videos and the shorts recently. I really appreciate it. If you do like the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications, do all stuff like that. I really appreciate it, really upset a lot. Join the membership. If you want to learn more about the membership, there's a video on my channel explaining all of it. You can go back and watch that. Link to my Twitter, all that stuff down in the description below. And yeah, don't waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. Keyonte George. George was the 16th overall pick in the 2023 draft by the Utah Jazz after being a top 10 recruit in the class of 2022 and having a freshman year at Baylor where he averaged over 15 points per game. In his rookie season with the Jazz, in 75 games he played, he averaged 13 points per game with almost 3 rebounds and 4 assists on 39, 33, 84 shooting splits. Stacking up with all other rookies, he finished 6th in points per game with those 13 and 2nd in assists per game, only behind Scoot Henderson. In terms of totals, he finished 4th in total points, 2nd in three-pointers made and three-pointers attempted among rookies, only behind Brandon Miller, and 3rd in free throws made and free throw attempts among rookies, only behind Victor Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren. Diving deeper into those statistics, when he became a starter, that's where we really got to see the real Keyonte George. In the 75 games he played in his rookie season, 44 of them was where he started. In the 31 games that he came off the bench, he averaged only 10 points per game with 2.5 rebounds and 3 assists on 41, 34, 84 shooting. In the 44 games that he started, his minutes increased from 22 to 30, obviously, and he went up to averaging over 14 points per game with 3 rebounds and 5 assists on 38, 33, 85 shooting. Of course, the efficiency got lower, but that's because the shots went up. When he was coming off the bench, he was shooting only 8 shots per game. As a starter, he shot almost 13. Threes went up from 5 to 6, and free throws even went up from 2.5 to 3. Post All-Star, that's also where we really got to see him break out. In the 25 games he played after All-Star break, all of them in which he started, he averaged over 15.5 points per game with 2 rebounds and 4 assists on 39, 31, 90 shooting. He played really good in the second half of the season. Now, even though a lot of them were losses because the Jazz at that point were kind of tanking, they got to see the full Keyonte George, and it really showed a lot of impressive things. Now we start looking more at his shot profile. First, looking at the percentage of points, percentage of shots, where each spot come from. Of his attempts last season, 54 of his shots were threes, while 46% were twos, which nowadays in 2024 in the NBA is not crazy, especially for a guy like Keyonte George who has a bonus hand and a guard that's not physically imposing, a guy that's not really just going to use his body to drive downhill all the time. He's going to be more of a perimeter-centric guy, so him taking more threes as a two, especially as a young guy, as a rookie, where a lot of the start of the season was more him playing off the ball and then it slowly transitioned to more on the ball, it makes a lot of sense. Looking at his points specifically, 45% of his points were from three-pointers. Again, 54% of his shots were threes, so it's not a big surprise that a big percentage of his points were threes. 35% of his points were twos, and then the other 20% came from the free throw line, which he took a lot of. Again, he was 3rd in free throws made and attempted as a rookie, only behind Wemby and Chet, 2 guys that have big responsibilities and 2 big men as well. Looking more at the 2-pointers, 28% of his 35% of his twos came from the paint, and 7% came from the mid-range. And looking at his assisted and unassisted, actually, there was more shots that were assisted than unassisted. 52% of his shots were assisted, while 48% were unassisted because, again, early in the season, he was more of an off-ball, came off the bench type of guy, so he didn't have the ball in his hands a long time. So, again, it makes a lot of sense. Now diving really deep into the shot profile, a lot of this has come from bucketlist.fans. Shout out to that website. I'm going to be using that a lot more later in the video. But here is where he shoots and what shots he likes to take. So looking at his 2-pointers first, 46% is what he shot on the 2-pointers. His most shot 2-pointer was a mid-range field goal. He took 97 shots from the mid-range, where he cashed 35% of them. Of those 97 mid-ranges, around 40 of them, a little bit more than 40 of them, were pull-up jumpers from the mid-rangers. Obviously, that makes a lot of sense. In the mid-range, you're not going to catch a shoot mid-range, especially in 2024. Most of them are going to come from creation and pull-ups and pick and rolls. Of those pull-up jumpers, he shot 31% on the pull-up jumper. So not great from the mid-range, but again, he's still young. And I also took it on myself to look at the pick and rolls ones that was created and the ones he was created for himself. Basically, which ones did come off a pick and roll where he took his 1 or 2 dribbles and there's a center dropping and he takes a pull-up mid-range, or which one of them are just one-on-one ISO late in the shot clock situations. And looking at it, he shot 9 for 28 on his pick and roll jumpers created from the mid range, and 3 of 12 on just self-created mid ranges. That wasn't all of them. There's a couple clips that I couldn't find for whatever reason, but safe to say the creating in the mid range still needs some work, which is okay. He's still only 20 years old. Don't expect him to come right in and have an elite mid range game. Especially as a young guy that it took a lot more threes. Like it's gonna get better. His best shot was the floater jumper from the mid-range floater jumper. So basically a floater that just wasn't in the paint. His floater that was a little bit outside the paint, his feet were outside the paint. He shot 53% on the floating jump shots. He shot 34 of them. He shot 53%. So he was cash on the floater. And looking at the mid-range, specifically where he likes to shoot the mid-range, he shoots 41% on the right side, 42% in the center, and only 22% on the left side. So he likes to get it to his right. Especially a right-hand player, of course, loves to get to their right. Like a left-hand player likes more to get to his left. Obviously, that's a thing. But he loves the mid-range from the center and from the right side. But go to his left, and he can't really make them. Now we go to the paint. He took 278 shots in the paint. Well, he shot almost 50%, shot 49%. In the non-restricted area, taking out all the little, under the basket layups and stuff, taking out in the non-restricted area shots, he took 186 shots in non-restricted area, and he shot 44% of them. Looking at the floater, again, earlier I said the floating jumper from the mid-range was cash. So was his floater in the paint. He took 104 floaters in the paint and shot 52%. So he's got the floater game, which is something you really need, especially in today's NBA. You see a lot of guards like Darius Garland, Steph Curry, all those guys. I mean, so many guys, that are, quickly he's a king of the floater. Like, if you're a smaller guard, you need to have the floater in your game, and Keyonte George has it. 53% on floater jumpers from mid-range, 52% in the paint floater. So basically, he's over a 50% shooter when it comes to a floater. So if it's a floater, most likely it's going in. That's his bank shot right now. That's his key shot. Looking at the three-pointers, of course, still allowed it. He took 440 three-point attempts, and on the season, he shot 33%. Not amazing, but then again, once you consider most of them were pull-ups and created for himself, it'll make a lot more sense. Specifically looking at the corner, he shot 58% on corner threes. He only took 58 of them, so not a big sample size, but when he did get them, he was making them, and in the catch and shoot. 37 of those corner threes were catch and shoot corner threes, and he shot 40%. So if he's catching and shooting in the corner, he's going to make it. So you see the potential there. Now we go to above the break. Above the break, he shot 33% from above the break three-pointers. In the above the break catch and shoot threes, he shot 33%. And he actually shot better on pull-up threes than he did catch and shoot threes on the above the break, because he took 166 pull-up threes and shot 34%. He took 184 catch and shoot above the break threes and shot 33%. So if it's in the corner, you want him to be catch and shoot. If it's above the break, you want him to pull up for it, because that's where the percentages play right now. So right now his key shots are the floater. He loves the floater. The right side mid-range, and the corner catch and shoot three. The above the break, the pull-up threes aren't amazing. The pull-up jumpers aren't amazing yet. The pull-up jumpers. But that's also something that not a lot of rookies come into it and just have. As a rookie in the NBA, you don't just come in automatically and all of a sudden you're a pull-up king. That's only, real superstars, guys like Luka Doncic and them do. But, he's still very young. He still has a lot of time to develop that pull-up jumper. And I am very confident that eventually it'll be a really good weapon of his. All right, so now we're going to break down some actual game footage and talking about numbers, all that stuff. Now we get to see it. So there's a couple games I picked out that I want to go through. This first game is from December 11th. His first 30-point game is against the OKC Thunder. They lost this game. He had 30 points, 7 assists. Just breaking down some footage, just, seeing the best plays and seeing what really makes Keyonte George, or makes me high on Keyonte George. So we're going to break down this game, go through some points, assists, go through a couple games, and all that stuff. So here's the film session, I guess. So again, we're using bucketlist.fans. Link the website down below in the description. You get to do this for every player. If you want to go back and watch their highlights, watch every shot, every three-point attempt, every assist, all that. You can do this for any player. You can also do this on NBA.com, but I like this website and I've been using it, so I'm just going to keep using it. So this game against OKC Thunder. So here's the first highlight. So here we go. Olynyk, come off, set the screen, take Chet one-on-ones, 5 in the shot clock, drive, and there's the floater we talked about. There's the floater. Remember, So there's the floater we talked about. Here's a handoff. So it's a handoff. Set the screen. Now he sees right here. He could have a little dump down to Kelly Olynyk, but Casey Wallace comes over. So if he tries to make this pass, Casey Wallace is going to take it away. So now it's like, all right, 6 in the shot clock. Got to go 1-on-1 with Chet Holmgren. Tackle him. You see Chet left a little space. Chet, because he has Casey Wallace over here. So he's like, all right, Casey, come help me. Gets through, little pull through, stops on a dime. Pull through, stops on a dime, 1 foot. There's the floater. Bang. That's the floater game. If you have that floater game, man, he could be really, really good. So here's him creating for himself. Get into that floater. Get into the shot he knows he likes. All right, next play. It's an assist. Come off the screen from Samanic. 1 dribble. Kick it over to Fontecchio. Knock it down. That boy's an elite shooter. So here it is. He comes off. The handoff of Samanic. Got Kenneth Williams. Set the screen. He could drive. He sees Holmgren. Sees Holmgren kind of trying to play both. Casey Wallace comes over. As soon as he makes that 1 dribble, right there, makes a hard dribble, sees Casey Wallace come over. He sees his eyes peeing over. He sees Casey Wallace coming down to help, and then it's like, boom, I got a shooter right there. Casey Wallace is stuck in no man's land. If I tell you, gets an easy 3-pointer. Just play right here. So Taylor Hendricks comes in and helps get the steal. Here we go on a fast break with a 7-for-1 Holmgren. The fillet, the finish. Get the finesse. Just 1-2. Take the contact. Go up with it high off the glass. Backboard is your friend. Easy 2 points. Just an easy one. And then, okay. Next play we got. Coming down. So Agbaji have the handoff. He fakes it. 1-2. Pull up for 3. So he comes on the court. It looks like they're trying to set up a play for Agbaji to come off the screen for a 3. But Giddey sees it. Holmgren's also there. Shea also reacts to it. Shea's like, oh, shoot. My guy might be in trouble. So if he drives, I'll be here. And Agbaji recognizes, make a quick decision. See, all right, Shea's here. Giddey's right here. All right, give it back to Keyonte. Shea, of course, he went to go see Agbaji on the 3. So Keontae's like, all right. He's giving me some space. 1-2. Hand down, man down. What did Mark Jackson say? Hand down, man down. He's like, all right. Look how comfortable he just grabbed it. 1-2 steps. Just knew exactly what he was going to do. As soon as Agbaji passed him back the ball, he knew I'm pulling up because Shea doesn't have enough. And just get back in time. That's an easy 3-ball. Next play. Inbound the ball. Clarkson, give it back. Set design play by Will Hardy, who also just got his option picked up. Shout out to Will Hardy. I think he's a really good coach. So it comes off. Olynyk sets a little screen on Shea. 1 dribble, pull up, midi, bang. So here he is. Sets the inbound. Fontecchio sets the screen. He comes off. Clarkson gives him the ball. Olynyk sets that little bump right there. Gives him enough contact to bump Shea off course. He sees, all right, if I attack the paint, this guy averaged over 2 blocks per game. Could have been all defensive team. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to take one dribble, and look how much space he's giving me. His hands down. What do they say? Hand down, man down. Comfortable in that little mid-range pull-up. Next one, Agbaji with the block. Fontecchio come down. Here we go. We got 1-on-1 with 7-for-1 Chet Holmgren again. The contortion and 1. Give me that. Let's go. We're running down transition. We got Chet on us. 7-for-1. Last time, that's the same thing we did. We had to go up and finesse. This time, switching hands, using the off arm, kind of say, get off me, get the foul, backboard is your friend, and 1. Great way to use a backboard. Great way to finish over, over size. Great way to finish over size. Here we go. We're coming off. Tries to pass. Tries to make the bounce pass to Samanic, but Jalen Williams is in there to steal. We gotta show everything, So he comes off, tries to make the bounce pass to Samanic. Jalen Williams reads it perfectly. Tries to fit into the gap. Not much on it. But then, get the tap, get the steal. Chris Dunn comes in. And there we go. Catch and shoot. What I say about catch and shoot corner 3 is 40%. So there we go. That's how you make it back. That's how you make it back. So you turn the ball over. But you don't give up on the play. Instead of just sitting there sulking, he sees Jalen Williams going to make the pass. And he tips it to help Chris Dunn his teammate get the steal. And then Dunn rewards him. 3-ball. You're not going to put a hand up. Okay. That's how you do it. Turn the ball over. But great way to make it back up and say, I'm sorry, team, I got us, even though we are down 30 in the 4th quarter. Another player go, Chris Dunn trying to create. So give me that pump fake, drive to the rim, goaltending. So here we go. So we see it. Play here, we got Waters, Lindy Waters guarding him. Lindy Waters doing the same thing that Shea did earlier. Remember, when Keyonte got the 1 dribble off the Agbaji pass, the 2-step 3-ball. So Waters in no man's land gives it, fakes like he's gonna. Waters reacts a little bit and he says, look at the paint. There's no one in the paint right now. two half feet in the paint, but no big 7-for-1 guy anymore. So you know what? Pump fake. I'm gonna just drive. Got Bertans also leaking to the corner. I know he can't. He's not gonna get over to stop me. So I'm gonna drive, put my body in, wide open space, easy layup. Poker service comes over, goaltending. There we go. Just awareness, knowing, hey, got no center in the paint. We're gonna attack. This is the time to attack. This is the time to attack. Next play right here, Con Sexton coming down. Little handoff, catch and shoot, above the break, 3-ball. And so just, Thunder, Waters isn't really paying attention. Sexton drives. Waters goes under for some reason. Goes under, way under. And Sexton just gets the easy bully block. Trey Mann's just sitting there, just kind of doing whatever. And just wide open. That's a wide open shot for 3 that he's going to cash in. If he catches it, shoot, and he's wide that way open, he's going to cash it. He's got a really nice jumper, too. Next play. I'm going to set a screen from Samanic. Drive. Nope. Step back. 3-ball. Bango. Give me that. So he comes off the screen from Samanic. You see Waters. He's sizing him up. Comes off. See Waters is already at his hip. So he's already at his hip. He sees. He takes the 1 dribble. He already knows in his mind, I'm going to do the step back because Waters is over here. That means he's going to try to overcorrect and come get me. Pokuševski's also dropping instead of coming up. So that means, the paint isn't going to be there. Bertans is there. Trey Mann is right there. So it'd be bad just to kind of get into this paint. Yeah, I could do the little back down, and maybe get fouled. But Waters is at my hip. He's dropping. So I got space. You know what? I'm going to do the step back. And look at that. Look how much space he created on that 1 step back. Look how much space he created. Just bank, one dribble, step back, confident in your shot. There we go. Love to see that. Next play. Come off a screen from Hendricks. Little another screen. Got a switch on Pokuševski. 1 dribble. Hand down, man down. What did Mark Jackson say? Hand down, man down. So he comes off the screen. Comes off. Sees Waters is down here. I got a 7-for-1 guy on me. He's like, you know what? And he's not really guarding me. He's just kind of standing there. I've already get hit, 4 or 5 threes in this game? All right. 1 dribble. You're still not going to guard me? Okay. I'll just pull up for 3 then. Just taking what they give me. If he's not going to guard me, he's not going to put a hand up, then I'll just shoot it. Okay. The next game we got, this is his career game. He dropped 33 points, a career high. He hit 9 3-pointers. He was on in this game against the Warriors, so we're going to get into this one as well. We're going to see a lot of 3-pointers in this one. So first shot, here we go. John Collins tries to pull up mid-range off, even though Keyonte George kind of has some room, I guess, late in the shot clock. Well, not late, mid shot clock, but Walker Kessler, the hustle, gets the rebound. Throws across court, not the greatest pass, but it got there. Catch and shoot. There we go. So look at him relocating. So he sees Walker Kessler gets the ball. He sees, look, there's wide open space right here. Everybody's on this side. Hey, I'm wide open. Give me that. Confident in your shot. Even though he did have Con Sexton, he could have had the assist. It could have found Con Sexton right there. So maybe a miss right there, but at least he made the shot. Confident. I'm going to shoot it. I'm going to make it. So at least if you're going to shoot that shot, at least you got to make it, Next play. Coming down the court. Trying to do a pick and roll with John Collins. Trying to do a little handoff game. Give me it back. 1-2 step. Catch and shoot 3-ball. I've already made 1. I'm going to try another one. So he tries to drive here. He's got Draymond here. He's got Steph at his hip. So he tries to drive. And I honestly probably kicks it to John Collins a little bit too early. If he takes another maybe dribble. So then Draymond has to commit to him. John Collins can have a wide open 3. But that's a young point guard. That's a young point guard right there. Gets it to Collins. Collins doesn't have it. So he's like, all right, Collins doesn't have it. Relocate. Handoff game. Collins sets the screen. Steph goes under. And he's like, all right, I'm shooting it. I'm taking my shot. At least if you take that shot, you got to make it. You see, he recognized Steph went under. So he's like, all right, 1-2 dribble. I'm a 3-point shooter. I'm going to show him why you can't go under. Next play. Collins Sexton comes off the screen. Gary Payton commits to it. Sexton gives it out. 1-2 step. He loves that 1-2 step. That little 1-2 step. Get yourself ready. 3-ball. So Sexton comes off. Gary Payton. You see Gary Payton all the way at the free throw line. In the paint. Dang near 2 feet in the paint. Keyonte George wide open. Sexton takes that dribble. Kicks it back out. Payton actually recovers nicely. Good enough-ish. But still too much space. He's like, all right. Give me space. I already knocked down 2. How am I feeling? All right, knocked down 3. All right, it might be a good day. It might be a good day. I'm 3 for 3 right now. Let's go. Let's keep it going. So here we go. We get a steal. Chris Dunn, this is the very next play. Come down. 1 dribble. All right, I'm going to take that 3. Now, this one is a heat check. Also, this is a very young guard type of shot. You know, not the greatest shot, especially in transition. You know, Chris Dunn gets a steal. You get a, well, the Warriors actually get back. So you got Sexton kind of messed up. You do have Collins running on one end. Collins, you definitely could have found Collins here, but Keyonte decided, you know what? I'm hot. I'm 3 for 3. I'm going to take a very, at least if you're going to take one, at least take it here. Very deep. Not a good shot in transition, especially when you have a John Collins roading. Even now, you have Collins Sexton in the corner where, you know, if you would have waited a second, Hendricks sort of drove. Then you could have found Collins Sexton wide open for, literally a wide open corner three. But he decided to take the shot. That's the 19, 20-year-old in him. You know, that's the young, you know, I'm hot, so I'm going to take this jumper. You know, see how hot I really am. Not the best shot. You know, don't expect that shot. Don't expect to see that shot anymore. You know, can't blame him too much for that. But that's a rookie shot. But we get back, though. Coming down on the screen. I'm going to pick and roll. Gary Payne not paying attention. John Collins doesn't even set the screen. He's like, oh, he's not even paying attention? I got a wide open three then. Okay. Bang. Cash out. You know, just coming down the court, just their awareness, just seeing, all right, they're still switching, they're still getting in motion. He sees, oh, his defender, oh, he's at the free throw line. He's not even paying attention. He doesn't even know where he's at right now. Okay. Then I'll pull up. I've already hit 3, make it 4. We're cash out. Next play. Coming down, lose the ball, get the steal. Here we go, Collins. Say, all right, we don't have the numbers. Clarkson. And now look, hey, Wiggins is all the way back because he turned the ball over. Draymond's in the paint, Steph, everybody's on that side. Hey, guess what? I'm wide open. Hendricks also sets a screen and wears it. And he's like, all right, I've already hit 4 threes. I'm wide open. No one even in my vicinity. Cash out. Look at that. That's just bad transition defense, 1. But also, 2, just getting in the open spot. He's recognized. He's like, hey. Look, no one's on this side. Hey, give me that. 3 ball. Bango. Next one. Still in the first half. We're hot. All right, so they're in a zone. They're in a 3-2 zone kind of thing. So Collins sets the pick and roll. Sexton drives by. Draymond. Everybody reacts. And hey, there's a guy that just hit 5 threes wide open in the corner. So catch and shoot. No hesitation on it. Just saying, I've already hit 5 and they're leaving me open. What are they thinking? What are they talking about? Come on, Draymond. Got to get here. And say to the bench, hey, man, you got to get there. I've hit 5 already. You're going to leave me open? Come on, man. Here we go. Next wave coming down in transition. Off the board. Sexton saying everybody get around. Keyonte wide open. 3 ball. Corner. Miss it. That's not a bad shot though. Not a horrible shot. It is early in the shot clock. I'll say that. It is early in the shot clock. You know, but can you really blame him? I mean, he's already hit 6 3-pointers. And he got as much open space as you can get, you know, on this type of play. So I don't mind it. I don't really mind the shot. You know, catch a shoot, corner 3. Got some space, and you got the offensive rebound at the end. So, you know, it's not a horrible shot. I don't mind that shot. Next play, we're coming down. Got a one-on-one with Steph. One-on-one, and take him. Nope. Step back, 3 ball. Doesn't make it. You know, but, again, don't really mind the shot. So we got one-on-one here. What are we seeing? Nothing's really. John Collins is dancing in the corner, I guess. Lauren Markkanen's here. There's someone deep in this corner. I can't even see. I can only see their knee. Chris Dunn is just kind of standing there. Oh, it's Colin Sexton just in there. He's like, all right, I'm going to drive. I'm going to fake drive. But Steph plays it good, so you know what? I'm going to step back. Because look at the space I kind of created. Even though Steph did get there. Don't really, again, not the best shot. But again, don't really mind it. Especially for a guy that's already hit 6 3-pointers in this game. And nothing was really happening on the offensive end, you know? Next play, got Young Bull doing Young Bull activities. Saying, give me that inbound steal. Give it to Keyonte, wide open. No one's going to step up. Okay, knock down the 3 ball. A lot of these are catch and shoot threes. This was around like about the All-Star break-ish. But still, I mean, if he can get shots like this up, you know, having a shooter like this on your hands, really nice. But shout out to Colin Sexton for making this happen. My inner Cat fan is smiling right now at this type of play. This is prime Young Bull play. Keyonte wide open. I've already hit 6. Give me 7 of them. Let's keep it going. Here you go. Next, coming off, next play. Another handoff action. 1-2. He goes under. That 1-2 step, man. Put that in the scouting report. The 1-2. If he takes a 1-2 step 3, he's making it. So we got a little handoff. Steph, he's hit 8. He's hit 7 threes at this point. And Steph still goes under. So he's like, you're still going under on me. Okay. 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 I'll show you. I'll show you who I am. 1-2 step, 3 ball, bang. That 1-2 step just gets him set right there. Every shot he's taking with the 1-2 step 3, he's made. Next play, coming off the screen. Steph's still not paying attention. Catch and shoot, almost. But again, that's a good shot. I mean, look at, I've already hit 8 threes, not paying attention. They see it, come off the screen. 1-2. He didn't. That's funny. I just say he has never missed on a 1-2 step. But actually, that was 3. That was 3 steps. Because look, it's like 1, 2, 3, 3 ball. He did also look a little bit excited for it too. Like he took it. He was kind of leaning. He was like, yeah, and just missed it. But hey, that's a good shot. That's a good shot that he just missed. But that is a good shot. Such for guys already hit 8 threes in this game. Next play, like this play right here. So Chris Dunn tries to go. Gary Payton, good hands with the steal. And Steph's coming out. Chris Dunn says, hey, I'll take that right back. Steph's not paying attention. Keyonte gets it. Keyonte's like, I could pull up for 3, but nope. I'm going to take Kevon Looney to the rim and won me. Let's go. You definitely thought at first probably he was going to pull up for 3. Took 1-2 dribble. He saw, hey, no one's in the paint. I got Kevon Looney on me, who's 40 years old and a 29-year-old body. Hey, I'm taking it to the rack. You know, taking it to the rack. 1-2. Take the contact off the glass and 1. Just really good basketball right there, man. Love to see that. Next play, Jordan Clarkson doing something with the ball. 1-2, give it to me. 1-2 step. You're not up. The 1-2 step, man. The 1-2 step works. The 1-2 step is the key shot right there. If he takes 2 steps, he's not missing. So Lester Quinones is there, kind of in no man's land, trying to play both. Keyonte's like, yo. 1-2. Look at the space. Look at the space. Look at the space there for an NBA player. That's as much space. That's as much space you can get. So 1-2 step, pull up for 3, knock it down, give me my 9 3-pointer in the game. Next play, we're coming down the court. Kessler set the screen. No one else is here. 1-2 step. I don't mind the shot though. That's a good shot. Cause look, the guy who's guarding Walker Kessler. Nobody's guarding Walker Kessler. He's by himself. Quinones with the screen still kind of goes under. Quinones, he does still kind of try to get a hand in a little bit, but by the time he gets a hand in, he's already in the middle of a shot. So that's a good shot right there. It just misses, but that's a good shot right there. Next play, got one-on-one with Kuminga near the end of the third. Fake the screen. We're driving, maneuvering, layup over Kevon Looney. Let's go. This is the plays you love. This is the plays they want to see from your young point guard. Here you go. One-on-one. Oh, shoot. My bad. We're back in it. So fake set the screen. They call out, fake the screen. You see Kuminga committed. He committed to the screen. So he's like, all right, I'm going the other way then. Going the other way. Take the 1 dribble. So get Kuminga out to play. Looney's going to have to make a decision. He's going to have to come to me. And I think I attacked him earlier and got the bucket. I think I can do it again. So 1-2 step. Get the off arm. Get the angle. Off the backboard is your friend. And there it is. Next play. Very fast here. Near the end of the third. Trying to get the 2 for 1. We're coming down the court. 1-2. Kevon Looney comes in and blocks it. Great defense by Brandon Pajemski as well, holding him up. So we're coming down the court. I almost said the field. Whoa. Coming down the court. You see. All right. We're in a little bit of a jam here. So I'm going to fake the dribble. I'm going to try to get over here. He tries to just go up, maybe try to get a foul, but great defense by Pajemski. Just keeps it straight up to let his center come over and block the shot. A little bit fast there. Especially, at this point, it's a game of runs. They just scored. So we're trying to come down and get an easy bucket. At least get the ball back. But, very, very fast. Next play, we're coming in. 1-on-1, 10-point game. Trying to make a comeback. Come off the screen. They don't switch. Okay, I'm shooting it. Like that's a good shot right there, man. Good shot, just rolls out. Set the screen from Larkin. They're going small. You got Gary Payton guarding him. Set the screen. Steph saying switch. Gary Payton saying no, stay. Look at the space. No one even gets a hand up. Wide open 3 that just rolls out. That's tough. That's a tough play, but hey, that's a really, really good shot right there. And I expect him to make that a lie. Just that point just rolled out. This point again showing the youth a little bit. So we got 1-on-1 early in the shot clock. Tries to drive and tries to just draw in and get a foul. Doesn't get it. We're down 10. Not the greatest play right here. If he drives and he just maybe stops a little bit and tries to kick it back out, maybe. But he tries to kind of go in and kind of just try to put his head down and get a quick foul. Doesn't get it at that point. That's just showing the youth a little bit right there. Well, a lot of other veteran guys maybe do this as well. But yeah, just not the best shot right there. Next play, we're making the comeback, man. Sexton going down, trying to make the pass. Not a great pass. George says, give me that. Steph is behind him. Pull up for three. You know, don't mind the shot right there. Especially he's already hit 9 threes. Just comes out 1-2. I mean, Steph didn't really get a hand up. Steph was right there, but there was no hands up in that play. Just pulls up, just misses it. But they do get the offensive rebound, and Colin Sexton lays it in. But yeah, I mean, just 1-2 dribble. 1-2 step, pull up, just missed. Next play. Keyonte says, "Look at that. No one in the paint. Draymond's kind of on the other side, so I'm just drive, body, and it's actually he actually gets a good, like, he gets a clean shot off. It just misses off the backboard. 1-2 dribble, pull up, just a little bit too much on it. I think maybe he was expecting a little bit more body, maybe expecting a little bit of a foul, but 1-2 dribble, couldn't get it, but they do get another offensive rebound. So at least his shots are ending up with them getting second opportunities. But I don't mind that one. That was probably the best, like, contested shot he's taken all day. Like, he missed it. And the last game we're gonna watch is a game against Denver. In early March, he had 29, 5, and 6 in this game. So we're gonna check this one out next. So first play, just drive right at him, pull up for left-handed layup, just simple as that. I think there's a little bit of action here. We don't get to see the full play, but this driving lane is wide open, so he's like, all right, I'm gonna take him, and Jokic isn't gonna come over, so I'm just gonna get the easy left-handed layup. This next play, inbound it to Dunn. No one's in the paint. He's like, oh hey, I'm right here. That's just smart basketball. That's just smart basketball. Makes the pass, doesn't go to the corner. He just makes a quick read, saying, oh okay, look it, there's no one here, and the guy that is here is even looking over here. So little pass, easy layup. Let's go. Next play. 1-on-1, Payne Watson. Year 7 sets the screen. Big dribble. Jokic isn't there in time. Get the 1-2 step. The 1-2 step. So he comes off the screen. Payne Watson goes on him. Jokic switches over. One dribble. Jokic still not even stepping up. Just too much space. And he's like, all right. I'm going to pull up. And 1-2 step. 3-ball. Works every time. Next play. Clarkson coming down. The floor is unbalanced. 4 people on this side. 1 per defender on this side. 2 offensive players. So he comes over. Payne Watson makes a commitment a little bit. And George says, oh, here you go. Just making the extra read. Because a lot of rookies probably would be like, hey, I'm taking this 3. But instead, and he's done that before where he's taking that 3. But instead, he's like, you know what? I got my guy wide open in the corner. Here you go, Colin. You got it. Easy 3. Let's go. Good basketball. And this is the creation you want to see. So off the screen, 1-on-1. Just say, you know what? I'll take the 3. I'll take the mid-range then. Look at that. He just comes in 1-on-1. Fakes a dribble. Fakes like he's going to, fakes like he's going to drive. And instead, he just pull up. Hand down, man down. What do we say? Mark Jackson? Hand down, man down? Hey, just right in his face. He's not going to put a hand up. All right, I'm going to take it. Next play. Center boss at the screen. You're not going to step up, Michael? Okay, I'll pull the 3. So here you go. We get the little screen by center ball. Jamal Murray goes under. Michael Porter Jr. still kind of just sitting here. Both feet below the free throw, circle. So he's like, all right, you're not going to pull up? Or you're not going to step up? Look at the space. Look how much space we got. Okay, I'll just pull up for 3 then. You give me that space, I'm going to knock it down. Next play. Coming down. 1-on-1. Get a switch. I'm going to drive past him. I know he can't defend like that. I'm going to drive and get the and 1 scoop layup. So we see the floor. We see a 1-on-1 here, MPJ. All right. Jokic, stay on this side. This side, driving lane is wide open because Jamal Murray is working on Bryce Sensabaugh. He's still not even really in the play. MPJ, sorry, man, but I know you can't guard me. So it's just like, all right, I'm just going to make a quick move, not wasting any time. We're trying to size him up. Just one move, boom. Like that. He just made one quick, simple decision. One dribble, made this right here. He's like, I'm not going to size up and just do. I'm going to, I see the lane, so I'm going to take it right here. Boop, boop. Not even give him time to really think about what's going to happen. Not giving time for Jamal Murray to come over and really be in a good position. I'm just going to make the move really quick. Boom, boom. And then the scoop, hook, layup, foul, and 1 off the glass. The backboard's your friend. I like how much he uses the backboard. Use the backboard. And yeah, just an and 1. This one finally gets some passing highlights in here. So, we'll reset it. So here we go. Little screen. Bounce pass right there. Easy. Look at that. Love that. So here we go. He sets the screen. Simon sets the screen. He sees. He's like, all right, Jokic. makes the decision right. So Murray is coming back over. Jokic is stuck here. He's not really going to help Samanic, but he's like, I guess, coming to help me. So as soon as he sees Jokic not step down, he's like, all right, I have a little window right here to make this bounce pass over to Luka. And he makes that perfect pass right in there. Love to see that. Let's play a quick one. Coming off the rebound, scanning. All right, what we got? Payne Watson, he comes over late. 1-2 step. He's not ready for me to pull the three. He's not ready for me. We're coming down. All right, we got numbers. Well, actually, no, we don't have numbers. We don't have numbers. Payne Watson comes over late. He decides right here. He's like, all right, the paint could be open. Payne Watson's right here. But he's also giving me space. And we're down 19. We need something to go happen. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to just take 2-step, 3-ball, bang. Maybe not. Again, the paint was kind of open. So maybe you had a chance right here. But then again, Luka Samanic also was going to fill up the paint. So if he drove right here, the Samanic is going to be right here. And Jokic is going to be right here. So I guess that was a good shot. Just 1-2 step. His hands down. That means man down. That means 3-ball. Transition 3. There you go. This one. Come off the screen. Feel a little bump. Pull up for 3. Wide open. Give me that. No foul. I'm just hot right now. So he comes off the screen. He feels a little bump, I guess, right here. Maybe, I think he thinks that Reggie Jackson... Actually, no, I don't think he's feels bump. I think he thinks that Reggie Jackson is going to be right here on his back. So he tries to draw the foul. But Reggie Jackson stays far away. Good job by him. But there's still wide open space. Jokic didn't really come over. KCP's still here. So there's wide open space right here. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to feel contact. We're down 18 still. I've hit a couple shots. Let's just keep it going. And so we're going to pull the 3. And at least if you're going to take the shot like that, make it. This right here. So the screen. We're going to come back. Over Christian Brown. Backboard, he's your friend. Here we go. So we see right here. Walker sets kind of a little slip screen because they're switching early. So he's like, all right. I think I'm going to come over. Christian Brown's over here. Zeke Naji thinks I'm going to come over here. So we got a little space in this lane right here. So I'm going to come back over. Because Christian Brown's still worried about Walker Kessler. Zeke Naji, I know he can't guard me. And I got the advantage over him. Speed and the positioning. So I'm just going to drive. Take the dribble. Take the one step. And I know the floater game. He's over 50% shooter on the floaters. So he's like, if I can get here, if I can get to a floater, that's my best shot. So he takes one dribble. He takes one step. Has to contort his body. Christian Brown gets a good job, getting back into positioning to contest it. But the backboard is my friend. And coming down. Next play, handoff. Payne Watson, what are you doing? Where are you right now? What are you doing? So, one dribble. We don't see it get the full, but I guess Payne Watson, I think Jamal Murray, Payne Watson thought they were going to switch. Jamal Murray says, no, we're not switching. And Payne Watson's stuck. So he's like, Keyonte's like, one dribble? Like, oh, shoot, okay. Look at the spit daylight I got. Look at the daylight I got. He doesn't even get a hand up. Pull up for 3 then. Okay. Thank you, Payne. Thank you for an easy 3-ball. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The rest of the highlights for that game were just assists, but it wasn't really his assists. It was really just like, all right, here Jordan Clarkson makes something happen, or here Context makes something happen. He did have a couple of double-digit assist games. He had 3 11 assist games, which coincidentally all of them came where he only had 7 points, and all of them came where he shot 2 for 12 from the field. So that's a coincidence right there. But yeah, just showing some of the things I really like about Keyonte George. His 3-point shooting. Obviously, he's a guy that's really going to live on the perimeter, and his 3-point shooting, especially catch and shoot, 1-2 dribble, or 1-2 step, 3-ball was working. For him to be able to really be comfortable and create, especially, being comfortable with coming off handoffs, coming off this, coming off that, again, the floater game, well, if he gets past that 3-point line, if he gets to the floater game, it's going to go down. Still like to see him maybe, make some more shots. He did get a lot of good shots as well. A lot of good threes, a lot of good mid-ranges just missed. It's a make or miss league, and sometimes, you miss. Sometimes. It just happens like that. But I assume more of those misses to become makes as time goes on. Would like to see him maybe get better in terms of decision making when driving. He does have a lot of times where he just drives in just to try to draw a foul or something, so maybe better decision making there, and a little bit more playmaking, which I think got a lot better as the season went on because he got more opportunity. But I'd like to see a little bit more better playmaking, which I expect to come soon. But yeah, you can see, you can watch so many other videos and stuff like that, but you can see that I'm a big fan of Keyonte George. I really think that Keyonte is going to be a really, really good player in this league. And do I expect him to pop off next year and average 20 points per game? Do I expect him to be an all-star, all-NBA, or even be a finished product next season? Absolutely not. I'm not making this to say Keyonte George is going to have a superstar second season. I'm not out here to say that, but I'm saying that there's some traits and there's some key things that I see that I really think can make Keyonte George a really good player and a future centerpiece for this Utah Jazz team. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to do this for a couple other players. If you want to see me do this for some more players, leave me down in the comment section who you are high on, and maybe I'll do a video on that. Who knows? But yeah, once again, if you enjoyed the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications, do all stuff like that. I'd really appreciate it. Really upset a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.